Hey, people. Hi. Let's talk about some possible reform measures. Try some improvements. Let's talk about improvements. First one, government tax law. I said this before. Is like no tax on your first $40,000 or $50,000, then 5% on the next 20, 10% on the next 20, 15% on the next 20, up to 95. But once you get to 95, then you do 1%. 1% on the next 20 on up to 100%. And that gets you over $400,000 a year. Um, and you should be able to live on that, right? Okay. And then, of course, you got to lift that cap on Social Security tax. It's that easy to save Social Security. That's $180,000. Right now, millionaires and billionaires only pay tax on $180,000. You know, we could have universal health care if they just paid on every dollar and save Social Security forever. So those are easy ones. And then, of course, we ought to get rid of loopholes, and if we can bank by phone, we could vote by phone. And we could do single issue votes. Instead of letting Congress do all our voting for us, you know, they could present the thing and say, next week we're voting on this, and the people could call in or phone in, text in their votes, just like you do at your bank. And then the Congress, based on how many votes they got from their constituents, and that would be a law, they have to vote the majority of their constituents, then they could vote. And we could pass laws the way, by the people, for the people. I heard that somewhere before. It sounds like a good idea. And then other things, we got to get young, intelligent people who believe in the greater good. Young people to believe in the greater good. Non-religious people who believe in the greater good. You guys need to get into government, start running government. And here's another tip for you. Bitcoin. Yeah, it's low right now. It's really low right now. But, they are in Congress, and there's a lot of people involved in this. The Trumps are involved in this, and the people that work for him are involved in this. And they're going to sell Fort Knox $1 trillion worth of gold to buy $1 trillion worth of Bitcoin or something like that. And that's actually the first good idea they have. That's a good idea. Because as soon as they do that, the rest of the world will be like, oh shit, we better buy some Bitcoin, right? And so then that $1 trillion will triple overnight, and that's just the beginning. So it's probably a good time for us all to buy some more Bitcoin, right? If you never bought it before. And meanwhile, AI is obsolete already. In case you don't know that, they're making smaller, better computers. We're not going to need AI. These AI centers. That's just for police state. So they're going to crash. And you should be calling your politicians right now saying, we're not bailing them out. No. We're not bailing them out. We can't afford to bail them out. In fact, we can't even afford to have them. Double, triple our electricity bill, use up all our water. Global warming is going to cause crop failures. We need more water just to make food. We cannot have these AI centers using up all our water. I can't believe how stupid humanity actually is. It's just like it's like nonsense. It's like they have no faculty of reason, And it's all mostly about greed. Greed leads to vast amounts of inane, ridiculous stupidity all the way around. So What else can we do? Oh, yeah, nature. There's that nature thing, which means we should be promoting birth control. You know, what our government should pay for is free birth control, free abortions. We should have commercials on TV. Stop having kids. You know, we should do this globally. This should be a, you know, if we're going to give money to another countries, it should be condoms, you know, because it's population that's destroying our planet, and we're on it's a snowball heading for hell, and it's going real fast now, real fast. We're going to have food shortages, and you know, volcanoes are going to explode from global warming. The ice caps melt, that trillions of tons of water goes to the equator because the earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour. It squishes the earth. Volcanoes are popping, which will put us into an ice age, which will stop all crop production. So the key, what's the key? The big key, you know, how do you reduce global warming and pollution and industrial waste and plastics and chemicals on your food? They say you have to have chemicals on your food because you got to feed the population. Well, if you stop having kids, old people die off at 500,000 a year, or no, a day. Okay, 500,000 a day. The population will start reducing. Then you can stop putting chemicals on our food. That would be nice. You know, like, let's just be reasonable, man. Logical and reasonable. People lack logic and reason. Get fucking serious, man. Make sense. Try to make sense, please. You know, make sense in government. Make sense in business. You know, make sense. You know, the 7 generations idea was a very good idea. You know, will this decision be okay for the next 7 generations? That's a good focus. And our national motto, new national motto, for the greater good. Spread the word. For the greater good. That should be our new fucking national motto, man. You know? And, you know, hey, get your billionaire buddies together and elect me president or vice president. You know, Bernie Sanders, you know, let's elect Bernie Sanders. He's old. He needs a good vice president just in case. You know, I'm a great influence on him. I'll be a great influence on him. So there's that. What else? I don't know, man. You know. Whew. The animals are people too. Yeah, they think, they have brains, they have feelings. You know, be kind to the animals. Let's try doing that. Okay, well, that's enough for right now. Thank you very much. Bye.